You know what's funny? Is the Detroit Lions are off to their best start in 90 years. We are in first place in the NFC North, the NFC, and the entire NFL. And we are still having to fight for respect. But the team as a whole is one thing. Jared Goff is a completely different thing. Yes, he had a 5-interception game, but Coach Dan Campbell, who coaches this guy every single day, only maybe put 1 interception on Jared Goff. The MVP, he's not in the front running for MVP anymore. Nobody cares anything about that. Well, you know, one of the reasons that YouTube creators have come to be is because we have had to deal with the narrative about our team from the mainstream media, the ESPNs, the Fox Sports, and things like that. And that is one of the reasons that not only we've come to be, but we do so well. Is because people want to hear it from a fan, from the ground level. None of these media pundits. And I got sent something today. Shout out to my guy 1021. Sent me this. Said, yo, man, you got to do a video about this. Nick Wright just upset me. I'm like, what happened? Right? So then he sends me the video. I find the video. I watch it. And yeah, I got some things to say about this. But let's hear what Nick had to say. You can see it. Well, listen, I'll let them do all the talking.
Let's all settle down. It's Jacksonville and Mac Jones, okay, fellas? Lions favorites now to win the Super Bowl. Lions, Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, Brews, Ravens, and then the Steelers. Are Lions, I changed the question from the meeting.
Great.
Are Lions obviously the best team?
No. So listen, the Lions are the #1 draft pick to annihilate a bad team. They beat Dallas by 38. They beat Tennessee by 38. They beat Jacksonville by 46.
I like that.
I know you like that. I don't value that as much as some. And I respect the Lions immensely, and I think they have the best argument that they're the best team in their conference, and their conference is so much less top-heavy than the AFC. I think that's kind of what you're seeing in the odds a bit, is that the NFC feels like a clearer path for any team. But I know there's a lot of commentary on the internet about, quarterbacking's worse than it used to be. And I actually think quarterbacking, the top end of it's the best it's ever been in the history of football. I don't think you can be the best team in the league when you have a civilian at quarterback.
Come on.
Hold on. I know you're going to get mad. Just wait. Just wait. I think that Jared Goff is great when he's protected, but has a game like last week in him. He has it in him. And when you're going to be, and the whole NFC, by the way, might have civilians at quarterbacks if Stafford doesn't get back to old Stafford. All the superheroes play in the AFC. You saw 2 of them play last night. I think you saw 2 of them play in the afternoon. Lamar, you know what I mean? 29 out of 30 times is that guy. Those guys. I can't say this team with Jared Goff at quarterback is better than the Chiefs or the Bills. I can't. I won't. And so I think they're the best team in their conference right now. I think they're a good bet to make the Super Bowl. And they don't have to beat any of those superheroes at quarterbacks in the playoffs. But no, in the modern NFL, I think it's very, very difficult to win 3 straight playoff games with a guy, even if he's a good guy, at quarterback. And that's what I feel they have.
All right, so we just heard what Nick Wright had to say. So he called Jared Goff pedestrian, and he doesn't think that a pedestrian quarterback can win 3 straight playoff games. That's just disrespectful to Jared Goff. Now, the retort to this, like, I was watching this, man, and I was so irritated. I was like, you know what? I'm going to let them do all the talking. I just don't understand why we have to keep on and on and on. We just have to keep saying what Jared Goff is not. We don't need a superhero on our team. He doesn't need to be a superhero. Our entire squad. See, here's the thing that grinds my gears about this entire thing, this narrative that you have to have a superhero at quarterback. Let me remind Nick Wright, the superhero, the 2-time MVP, the current MVP favorite of the league, Lamar Jackson Wilson. What has he done? He hasn't done anything but win an MVP or 2. So, on top of that, if you look at it, Only one superhero, quote, comes out of the AFC. Whether you call that superhero Josh Allen, how many people would we claim or we give the title superhero in the AFC? Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and maybe Lamar. I'm not giving Lamar that, but let's just, for Nick's sake, give it to them. Only one of those guys have won a Super Bowl. Only one. He also had a squad around him. We don't need Jared Goff to be those guys. This really, really grinds my gears. But let's listen to the retort of the co-host and hear what he had to say about Nick. Bruh, I'm telling you, man, these people with these outlets, ridiculous.
You can be mad. That's my opinion on the Lions.
I'm not going to be mad. You're dead wrong. Like, what? Like, this is an organization that has completely built the way that they operate around his skill set. That is how you win games. That is how you stack success. It's not about, let's turn him into a guy that he's not. That's what bad coaches do, Wilds. This is a good program that understands Jared Goff isn't Lamar Jackson. Neither do we want him to be Lamar Jackson. He's not Jordan Love. Neither do we want him. Who he is what we need to build and protect. That is a guy that operates from the pocket. If we can protect this guy, we got a chance to be one of the best teams, if not the best team in football. That's who they are. That's what their brand is. They run the ball. They protect their quarterback. They make plays. They create turnovers every single week. You can't, just because I agree with you. He's not a superhero, but in that offense, the way that they want him to run it, he is their superhero. He is the engine. Because if you take him out, this team doesn't operate the same. Every single week, we're going to be able to say that a quarterback has had a down week. We've seen it. We've excused Patrick Mahomes all season long, but he's had them.
Sure.
We've seen Lamar have them. We've seen Joe Burrow have it. We've seen all these quarterbacks have it. Jared Goff has it, and he doesn't have the leash.
Jared Goff's was not a down week. That
wasn't a down week.
No, I'm saying it was.
Some of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
It can be historic. It can be whatever. But do we believe that's who Jared Goff is?
Well, he also won.
Exactly.
So
because do we believe that's who he's going to be moving forward?
And he's been good. Look, he was pressured last week. He threw the 5 picks. But for the most part this year, he has been good against pressure. Look, and the Chiefs are the 2-time defending champions. They're 9-1.
All right, so let's just break this down. First off, I think that's Greg Jennings, former Green Bay Packer, that's standing up for Jared Goff. All right, so let's just do this a little bit. This whole, you know what this is, ladies and gentlemen? This is narrative. That's what this is. This is narrative. If you play for Detroit, first of all, Nick, shut your mouth, bro. Jared Goff didn't have a down week. It was historic. Okay. Yeah, it was bad. But first of all, Nick, our coach said that one of those interceptions may have been on Jared Goff. The other 4 were happenstance, wrong route running, okay? Nobody ever equates. I mean, if you want to be real, they should put a stat on interceptions with receivers. If the ball hits the receiver in both the hands, it should go on the receiver. If the ball hits the receiver in both their hands, it should go on the receiver. If the ball is batted or deflected, that still goes on the quarterback. Okay? They literally, once it leaves their hands, it is out of their control, but it still goes on them, right? But it was historic. Okay. Let's talk about history real quick, because I want to show y'all this. This whole thing grinds my gears, bro. And that's one of the reasons that, I started doing what I was doing. All right. Because the mainstream media, this is what they do. All right. I've defended Jared Goff for a very long time. I saw today on the Insiders where they were talking about how Dan Campbell stood behind Jared Goff in year 2 when there was some thoughts on whether or not he should pull Jared. And he said he's got to clean some things up. He's got to get better. And he did. We went on a historic streak after that. This is coming from ML Football. And we've seen all of these records, all of these statistics all day long. Jared Goff made history, right? You want to talk about historic. The first QB with a perfect passer rating following a 5-interception performance since 1967. On top of that, let's not even forget about the historic run that he went on before those 5 interceptions. And this is only one stat in the many that I saw today about how efficient Jared Goff has been. See, you know what I'm done doing? I'm done comparing saying what a person isn't. I am not Denzel Washington. I'm not Morris Chestnut. I'm Derek Fields. That's who I am. That's who I'll always be. I'm not going to try to be somebody else. Why do we have to always bring up what a person isn't? I don't understand that. Jared Goff is a pocket passer. He's one of the best in the game right now. We don't need, and for everything Josh Allen is, he's also very, very reckless. If you go back and you watch Jared Goff's tape, he is a surgeon. He is about precision and accuracy. He might not have, and I say this, even though I don't like saying it, because he doesn't need the physical ability of Josh Allen. He doesn't need all that running around Lamar Jackson was doing yesterday. And this ain't even about the way I feel about Lamar. All of the running around that he was doing yesterday, his team still lost. He hits a receiver in the numbers and they drop it. This irritates me. It really does, man. And Nick Wright, bro, what are you talking about? I want to show y'all something real quick. Now, a lot of y'all like passer rating. You like to talk about passer rating. And to me, the NFL is just full of things, full of stats that you can just make up. All right? I swear, man, every single game, there's a new stat, okay? I want to show y'all this here. Since some of you guys are big on rating. These are the best quarterback ratings in the NFL this season. This information's come from Fantasy Pros. All right. Jared Goff is under Tyrod Taylor, who's played one game, so he don't even account. Let's do a minimum of 175 attempts. You got Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff. Check this out. If I do it by rating, Jared Goff by rating with at least 175 attempts is only 2 points less than the superhero Lamar Jackson. Insane. Absolutely ridiculous. But we always try to talk about what a person's not. And let's not forget that Jared Goff, a pedestrian, went up against another pedestrian in Tom Brady. Tom Brady was not a superhero. He was really, really good at what he did. See, a lot of people think the modern era of the pocket passer is dead. It's not. Lamar Jackson, he wants to be a pocket passer. He wants to be a pocket passer. He doesn't want to necessarily do all of that. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback, but he's not really there are no design, very few design. I would say one out of every 200 plays is a design run for Patrick Mahomes. He's a great quarterback. He creates plays, opportunities. I saw Jared Goff do that yesterday. I don't have to say he's no Patrick Mahomes because he's not. He's Jared Goff. And he is capable of not only taking his team to the Super Bowl, but winning it. This is ridiculous, bro. Pedestrian. Get up out of here, man. Irritated me. Shout out to 1021. Had to make a video about it, man. Absolutely annoying me with this narrative. And I cannot wait until he wins. Imagine the satisfaction if and when, okay? Because I believe it's going to happen. It's 3 teams that's going to be in the Super Bowl that Jared Goff is going to have to face. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. And both of them squads cannot get past Patrick Mahomes. The dude literally beat Josh Allen at his crib, Patrick Mahomes at his. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is why we exist, for reasons like this. Man, this channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Wanted to give you guys an update on Fathead. That I saw that Fathead, I forgot. This is really the first time I've been doing this since, like, I've really had affiliates and sponsors and partnerships. Fathead is having a Black Friday 30% off your order. If you use promo code BF20, you can save 30%. But what I need from you is to hit that link in the description before you make that purchase. I don't have a promo code with them, okay? So use the link to make that purchase if you decide to get a Fathead. I'm actually going to get one of the Lions helmet and some other stuff. I'm going to utilize this code myself and get those things, all right? This channel, I already said that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. This really upset me.